As the highest court in the land, any decision here is binding and final, and the building is located on Parliament Square, just opposite Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. And we have around 50 staff that support the justices, the running of the building, as well as IT. In each courtroom, we have 4 PTZ cameras. We record and live stream all our proceedings on a website, and it's available after the fact on demand as well. The Supreme Court is 100% transparent to the public, which is what our justices wanted. So the reason we added live streaming and media coverage is because the justices wanted the court to be open and fully accessible to all members of the public.
Well, we've always had PTZ cameras here from the initial creation of the court back in 2009. Obviously, PTZ camera is remotely controlled, so we don't have to have operators in the courtroom. The cameras that we had were free sensor, and when we went down the route of replacing them, we knew we had to replace like for like, so we went for the Panasonic cameras. Had sort of optimal zoom functionality. We liked the design, the footprint, the fact they were fanless for a courtroom environment. And the biggest selling factor for us was the fact that they were networkable cameras using the NDI protocol, which is what our back-end infrastructure is based around. So for us, it was kind of a good fitment really from the infrastructure we was putting in the back and for the cameras that we actually wanted to put in the courtroom itself. We use NDI to basically control and capture the imagery from the cameras themselves. The main reason for going down NDI was to allow this is a listed building that we can't do work to, without seeking permission from the relevant authorities. We've got cabling in place, fibre cabling specifically, so we needed to be able to repurpose that cabling without adding huge cost to the project itself. Well, we have 2 operators who are in this control room. We generally only ever have 2 court cases concurrently running at a time. We've got the equipment here to cater for free, and we can, from our partners who we work with, who provide the audio visual engineers and camera operators, we can call in additional resources if we had to run 3 courts, but generally it's 2 courts. Our camera operators use the Panasonic 150 camera controllers to store presets in. They will look at the screen and choose the camera locations that they want based on what they're visually seeing and depending on what the court case is. And they will then store the presets that they want to return to later using the Panasonic 150s. And we've upgraded our streaming infrastructure, which is mainly cloud-based now around some of Microsoft's Azure Media Services products. And that's what introduced us to the new tech range of camera operation equipment in terms of it's all networkable, and that to us in terms of being able to design and build a system, we're much more familiar with that, and it seems to be where things are moving to in terms of both video and audio.